What's up, guys? Alright, so it's been quite a while since I bought these supplies, but I finally gotten around to it, and today I'm going to help protect my car. In order to do that, I got some supplies. Let's check it out. First up, we got some towels, microfiber towels. We got 420 count. We have some polishing pads for my new Chemical Guys Torque X polisher buffer dual action polisher. We have some polish that came with it. We have a Chemical Guys yellow Claybar. We have some prep. I'm not sure you pronounce this brand. It's Gyeon, Gyeon or something. And this is for the prep. This is going to be an oil and grease remover. Comes with a cool little nozzle that you can stick right there for a spray bottle. And the final coating is going to be right here. We have CQuartz ceramic coating. This is the hydrophobic 110. This isn't the UK edition. So I'm really excited. We're going to check it out. This is my first time doing anything like that, so I'm really hoping I don't mess it up. I understand first thing, we're going to wash the car, then we're going to go ahead and Claybar it, we're going to polish it, we're going to decontaminate it. At the very end, we're going to apply the coating, wipe it off, seal it, and we should be good to go. Let's see how it is. So you may be wondering why I'm doing this long process by myself. It can take up from 8 to 14 hours depending on how big your car is and how many scratches you have. And ultimately I decided to do it by myself because the cost, if you get it done professionally anywhere else, I've gotten quoted for over $1,000, and I decided to save the money, buy all the supplies myself, and give a crack at it. I researched a lot of YouTube videos, lots of instructional videos on how to do it yourself, so I'm gonna see if I'm able to do it. Once again, never done something like this, so really hoping I don't mess it up. Let's start it. The first step is washing the car. I'm going to be using a foam cannon hooked up to a pressure washer and using the 2-bucket system to wash the car. I'm going to use Chemical Guys Honeydew Melon to put in the foam cannon, use about a cap full, put in the foam cannon, fill the rest with distilled water. Then you're going to start foaming it and let it snow from the top to bottom. You want to start from the top because that's where most of the dirt is. Make sure you get the wheels, the brakes, and then you're going to let it sit for about 5 minutes. After letting it soak for about 5 minutes, then we're going to go ahead and use the wash mitt and we're going to go ahead and scrub the car. You don't want to apply too much pressure. You can start from the top to bottom, let it slide. You want to start at the top because towards the bottom is where the dirtiest parts of the car will be, and you don't want to be spreading that around. Now with each panel, I may be flipping the wash mitt around, or I'll go ahead and rinse it out in the dirty bucket. I do have dirt traps in both buckets to keep the dirt at the bottom. After I wring that out, go ahead and get more foam from the clean bucket. After that, we're going to go ahead and rinse everything off using the pressure washer. Then we're going to dry it, making sure we don't go in circles. I'm just going to go in nice vertical and horizontal lines. After you're done washing, step 2, Claybar the vehicle. The Claybar is meant to remove any contaminants or pollutants from the car's surface. Make sure to use a clay lubricant to allow the bar to glide smoothly over the car. I'm going to be moving the Claybar in a cross hatch pattern with verticals followed by horizontals. Keep going until your car feels as smooth as the shifting of its gears. once the car is all smooth, step 3, polish the car. I'm using a CQuartz dual orbital polisher. It's pretty good for beginners because it will help prevent burning the paint if you're using it incorrectly. I'll be using the V36 polish with an orange hex pad. From the videos I've watched, you are going to fill up the pad with 5 dots of polish big enough to fill up a single hexagon on the pad. Be sure to use good lighting to watch and monitor swirls and light scratches on your car. I'm using an LED pen and a headlight. First, pat the polish all around the surface you're going to work with. I'm going to turn it onto level 1 while the pad is on the car so the polish does not fly everywhere. I also use some clay lube to wet the pad a little before. The level 1 is meant to spread the polish on the area being worked on, and then I'll turn it up to level 6 to finally start working in the polish. I will once again go in a cross hatch pattern with each consecutive pass overlapping the previous by 1/2. You don't have to apply too much amount of pressure with a polisher, just about 5 to 7 pounds. A neat trick I learned is applying some and drawing some black lines on that yellow part of the polisher. That way I can see if it's spinning throughout the motion, and that'll give me a good idea of how much pressure I'm putting down. With the polisher, it'll stop spinning if it detects kind of an error and help prevent burning that paint once again.
What up, guys? This thing is hard. I look like crap right now. I've been at this for 4 hours now, but I'm halfway done polishing the car, and it's actually turning out really nice. As you can see, there's a pretty awesome shine right there. But anyone who's ever polished a car, guys, it's no joke. It's a lot of work, but you know what? I can't wait to enjoy the fruit of my labor pretty soon. Gonna finish coating, gonna do the whole degreaser, and then we'll start the coating. So I say we're halfway there, hopefully. Home stretch, let's do it. All right, guys, just ran into a minor issue right here. The polisher doesn't reach all the way to the backer on this side. The plug is right in front, so we need to move the car a little bit closer, but good thing Teslas have summon. Right there. We're good to go. Let's keep going.
Once you get all the fine scratches and swirls out, it's time for step 4. Degrease the car to make sure nothing gets in the way of the bonding between the paint and the ceramic coat. Helps get rid of oils and any leftover wax or paste on the car. Finally, it's step number 5. It's time to apply the ceramic coat after the long prep. You're going to apply a line of the liquid to the applicator cloth and sponge. The box came with 5 cloths, so I changed them intermittently. Work in 2x2 foot areas, performing the verticals followed by the horizontals. The instructions say to wipe once it flashes, but I couldn't really see when it flashed on this pearl white paint. So I called my friend Hassan, and he told me to wait about 15 seconds to a minute before wiping it off. The amount of time before it flashes depends on the coating you use and other factors such as the temperature. Be sure to use some towels that you don't mind throwing away, because it'll probably leave residue that may scratch other surfaces later after it dries. Be patient with this process and just think about how amazing it's going to look for the next couple years. All right, here's the famous slippery test. First is the non-treated side. Now here's the ceramic coated side, and you can see how slippery it is. Just falls right off. I've seen a bunch of videos like this with the ceramic coating online. Just wanted to see how it was. Alright guys, here's an update. It is 9:05. I started at 2. As you can see, I'm sweaty, still look like crap, have everything over me, all the polish. But I finished coating the paint of the car. It is looking beautiful, as you can see. I'm gonna start the brakes now, the calipers, as well as the wheels. I have some extra ceramic coating left. So hoping to get it done by 10. We'll see how it is. So far the process is going good. It's going. Finish the wheels and the brakes. That one I was a little sloppy, just kind of rubbed it all over and hoping something happens. And then I did have like a quarter of a bottle left, so I decided let's use more. I put some more on the hood and flat surfaces where things might like to stick behind the wheels and everything. I don't know if you're supposed to put ceramic coat on top of the other ceramic coat if it cured or dried already, but that's why I'm here to figure it out firsthand. Right now it looks great. Let's take a look around the car. Alright guys, there you have it. We're all done. We have White Falcon here looking nice, shiny, and pearly white. There was kind of a learning curve to ceramic coating for your first time, but you know what, it's a lot of fun and you know, it is a lot of work, so if you decide to take this venture on yourself, make sure you're doing it, you know, towards the beginning of the day so it's not too late like this, as well as just make sure that you have the patience. It's gonna take some time, but when you see your finished product, I think it's all worth it. We're gonna see how White Falcon looks in the next 2 days outside. We're gonna see it in the sun. That's really gonna see if I made any mistakes or imperfections. I really couldn't see it here with just natural light. I had flashlights, LED lights, but I really couldn't make any mistakes, but maybe I did a great job, who knows. We're gonna let it cure in the garage here for 24 hours to make sure those bonds are nice and strong. Over the next week, we're gonna make a video on how resistant to dirt it is and how hydrophobic ceramic coating actually is. We're also gonna see over the next few weeks and months how ceramic coating goes and deals with being outside. My car's not usually in the garage and it's usually baking out in the sun, so hoping it withstands that. I had a fun time ceramic coating this car and learning about the whole process. To all you detailers and ceramic coaters out there, props to you guys. This is a very labor intensive and skillful job. I'm hoping that I didn't make too many mistakes on it. We're gonna see with the sun out. But I hope if you guys are thinking about doing it yourself and taking that venture, that I help show that maybe an amateur could do it, and you know, all it takes is hard work and a bunch of research. Now, if you're thinking about buying a Tesla Model S, X, or 3, you can go ahead and use my referral code in the link below for 6 months of free supercharging. Please use my referral code, it would mean the world to me. If you guys have more questions, you can go ahead and leave it in the comment section or watch my other videos. Guys, you guys are amazing. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.